Good morning. Thank you for tuning in to your daily Wallops weather briefing for Friday, November 22nd. We are seeing some overcast skies out there this morning and starting to see some light rain showers pop up across the Delmarva. Here's our current radar picture. You can see in this loop here how the rain showers have begun to increase in the past hour or so, mainly across southern portion of the Delmarva. We are starting to get some more increasing just to the west of the island, and we will start seeing some sprinkles there. Still a little bit dry in the lower levels this morning, so it is going to probably take another hour or so before those lower levels get saturated enough to see some rainfall beyond just a sprinkler or two. But we are expecting rain as we go into noon and in the early afternoon hours. So taking a look at our surface analysis across the region, we do have some high pressure built across the southeast as we had been talking about all week. That's allowed for a nice southwesterly flow overnight. We did see a low of around 45, but that happened around sunset yesterday evening, with temperatures then rising overnight and into today. We're already seeing those high temperatures into the mid 50s as of this morning. We are going to see those southwesterly winds continue until we get these rains starting across the area, and then they'll shift westerly, then northwesterly as we get this cold front passing the region. There you can see the cold front and all that rain associated with it, which will be increasing across the area the next few hours. Taking a brief look at our upper level winds this morning, we do have those southwesterly winds across at the surface all the way up through about 6,000 feet. Increasing to 30 knots at that level, and then shifting more westerly at around 30 to 40 knots across the remainder of the column through 20,000 feet, with wind increasing to 55 knots at the 25,000 foot level. Seeing our freezing level this morning just above 10,000 feet. Let's take a quick look at our satellite loop across the region. We did see a little bit of blue sky earlier this morning, but that has since filled in across the region with cloudiness associated with that incoming front. We are going to see, like I said, those rain showers continue to increase across the region as we go throughout the next hour, with rain becoming likely as we go into the afternoon hours. So our forecast for today, going to be seeing that temperature pretty much remain close to where it's at right now. Once that rain starts, it's going to slowly drop out through the rest of the afternoon hours, and then we are going to be seeing that temperature drop throughout tonight as that front moves south of the region. Winds are going to be southwesterly for the remainder of the morning hours, then shifting westerly around 11 to 16 knots and gusty with that frontal passage. Can't rule out a slight chance of a brief wind gust of 25 knots. Then behind that front, those winds will be shifting northwesterly and coming around 4 to 9 knots overnight. The northwesterly wind is going to be ushering in a drier, colder air mass overnight, so we are going to see those clouds clear out pretty quickly once that rain ends after sunset. That is going to allow those temperatures to drop overnight as we get those mostly clear skies and that colder, drier air mass. So we can expect some spots across the Delmarva to see temperatures near, or maybe even a degree or two below freezing as we go into tomorrow morning. Expecting a low of 33 degrees here at Wallops tomorrow morning. Taking a look at our terminal forecast, going to be seeing those cloud ceilings lower as we go throughout the next couple hours as that rain starts to increase across the region, becoming between about 1,000 to 2,000 feet in the more moderate rain expected early this afternoon. And then once we get into the late afternoon, early evening time frame, once that rain ends, we're going to see those clouds clear out pretty quickly. So around the sunset, we are going to be seeing just a few clouds at 2,000 feet, broken at 6,500, broken at 10,000, and then quickly becoming just a few at 2,500, few at 12,000, and continuing to clear there. Really just seeing some few to scattered cirrus clouds in the bulk of the overnight hours. We are seeing tides return to normal along the Delmarva Atlantic coast. Let's take a closer look at some weather models for today. This is one of our short-term models to show how that rain is going to progress over the next few hours. We are already seeing those spotty isolated showers pop along or ahead of this front over the past hour. We'll continue to see those increase over the next hour or two, and then as we get towards the noon hour, that's when we're going to see the bulk of the rainfall associated with that cold front move across the region. And that should continue until about 7 p.m., and then it looks like that rain will be shut off as that front moves south of the region, allowing that colder, drier air to move in for the overnight hours. Taking a look at our longer term forecast here, Here's that frontal passage we are expecting this afternoon, and then we are going to see that little area of cooler high pressure build in for tomorrow as that front kind of stalls out across the Carolinas. That should allow us to actually have some partly cloudy and mostly sunny skies and dry conditions for most of tomorrow. Actually, it is going to be chilly tomorrow. Temperatures only getting up into the lower 50s across the region as we have that cooler air mass in place. But as we go into late Saturday afternoon or Saturday evening, we are going to see a warm front start to move north again across the Mid-Atlantic. That's going to give us a low temperature occurring early once again tomorrow, and then we'll see those temperatures rise throughout the night Saturday as we get that warm front passing. That's also going to bring us some more rain. Does look like a little bit more substantial rain than we are expecting today for the Saturday night overnight hours, and could even be seeing some brief periods of heavy rain at times as we get into the after midnight and into the pre-dawn hours of Sunday morning. Can't rule out a very slight chance of a rumble of thunder either as we get that front passing across the area and that low bringing all that rain. As we go into Sunday, still going to be seeing a chance of an isolated shower across the region, mainly in the morning time frame, and then behind that front we're going to be getting some more broad high pressure building in for the at least the first half of next week. That'll bring us in some tranquil and seasonable conditions across the area, and then Wednesday seeing another front approach the area. But it does look like the models are hinting at this being a rather dry front, so only really going to be expecting this to give us some breezier winds as we go Wednesday into Thursday next week. So taking an overview look at our 7-day forecast, going to be seeing that high of 56 today with those afternoon showers. Things will be drying up tonight and then giving us that chilly low tomorrow morning of around 33. Saturday is going to remain partly cloudy and dry for much of the day. We aren't expecting those showers until about maybe 4 or 5 p.m. at the earliest for tomorrow. And then we are expecting some moderate to perhaps even briefly heavy rain for Saturday night into Sunday morning, especially in the midnight to 6 a.m. period. Looks like our best chance to see some heavy rain or rumble of thunder for Saturday night into Sunday. We'll see that low temperature Saturday evening with temperatures rising overnight Saturday into Sunday, and then behind that front Sunday we'll see that high temperature occur early as temperatures fall throughout the day. Then as we go into the beginning of next week, we'll see things become more mild and seasonable as we get broad high pressure building in across the southeastern United States. Really temperatures in the mid to upper 50s for Monday and Tuesday under partly cloudy skies, remaining dry. Wednesday, we are going to get another front approaching the area, so expect some southwesterly winds to increase on Wednesday next week. That'll help to bump those temperatures back up into the 60s once again. Does look like it's going to be a little bit breezy as well on Wednesday. The front we're expecting looks like it's going to be pretty dry, not too much moisture to work with. Can't rule out still a slight chance of some isolated showers, especially this far out in the forecast, but doesn't look like really a big rainmaker, if at all, for Wednesday. All that it's going to do, though, is going to usher in some cooler air behind that dry cold front for Thursday, giving us some breezy winds and chillier temperatures once again, with temperatures up in the upper 40s to near 50 for Thursday under partly cloudy skies. That'll do it for your daily weather briefing. We'll be back on Monday morning at 8:15 a.m. and at 10 a.m. Have a wonderful weekend.